What's up, brother?
What's going on with you, King?
What's happening with
you? Hey, man, I'm chilling. How you?
I can't hardly hear you. Oh, that's me. It's me. That was me.
What's going on
with you? Shit, man. Same shit, man. Just a different day. You know that.
That's the whole saying. Hey, man, let's get the introduction out the way. So welcome to the Hitbwoy Show. I'm your host, DJ Hitbwoy. Hey, man, I got a special guest with me, man. This guy done traveled the globe. Okay, been all around the world. One of the people who I know that could dance his ass off and, and don't lose his breath. Okay, he don't lose his breath. He just keep dancing. Definitely came smoking the 2000s, man, with several hits like "Bet You Can't Do It Like Me" and of course worldwide favorite "Laugh at Texas." So I'm talking about none other than my boy Fabo.
What's up, Hitbwoy?
Hey, man, it's a pleasure, King. You know I look forward to this, man. We got some history, so we're gonna talk. We're gonna go back to the history first, and we're gonna work our way up to where you at now. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in the trap, so it's a little hot in here right now. I'm in the trap, like for real. We got the fans around and everything. But all right, so look, let's start with yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the trap.
In the trap. So let's start with, man, you getting started, man. How did that come about, man? How did Fabo blow up to be who he is today?
Well, I started out and we're doing talent shows and stuff like that, and I had an opportunity early on with Raheem the Dream with me and Young Dro. You know, me and DeJuan walked out of Bankhead together. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
your audio out.
When that situation with Raheem the Dream, which Raheem? Hold on. You can't hear me?
I got you. You good?
Can you hear me?
Yep. I can hear you now.
It's like you got low.
You hear me?
I have no idea. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You good?
Oh, damn. For some reason, you got low on me. Hold on. What is that? I don't know how to work this stuff. Can you hear me now?
All right.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was saying, me and Dro, we walked out of Bankhead together. You feel what I'm saying? And when that situation didn't work out, I ended up back in Bankhead. You feel what I'm saying? On the block. And you know, Shawty came along and really put us where we needed to be. You feel what I'm saying? It was a long process. It didn't happen overnight, but yeah, you know, that's kind of like the whole situation or whatever. We was with Raheem the Dream at first. That didn't work out. I ended up back in the spot, back trapping, you know what I mean? And ran into Shawty in the trap, whatever kind of. And Mook B and his sister ended up, you know, putting it all the way together.
What up, Book?
Shout out to Mook B, man. Mook B a legend. Yeah, but that's kind of how it came about, you know, and the rest is history.
Okay, so, all right, so I did my research, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, I want to get into what was the first song that got y'all known in the ATL? What was the first song you guys put out that got Atlanta attention?
We had the Ride Roll at first. We had the Money song. I was on the Money remix with Franchise.
Okay.
And that song was actually the first song hot. And then they dropped White Tee, whatever. Okay. And when they dropped White Tee, they kind of went on the road and all of that stuff or whatever. And when they went on the road, we felt like we should have went with them. And we started seeing them on TV all the time and stuff like that. And we felt like they should have been giving us some credit. And so we went in the studio and we dropped the Bet You Can't Do It Like Me. And that was just basically
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah. But that was the first song.
And what the kids will say today, Fabo, you's a savage. You's a savage. We're gonna get into that. You's a savage, King. All right, so when you guys, all right, so you dropped Bet You Can't Do It Like Me before Laffy Taffy, right?
Yeah, Bet You Can't Do It Like Me was in the streets for about a year before Laffy Taffy came out. So that's why a lot of people think that Franchise, started the Snap movement. But I keep telling people that they was already on the road. And we made the Bet You Can't Do It Like Me as a, like y'all, I bet you can't do it like me. Since y'all made it up, I bet you can't do it like me. Right. And that was the first Snap song. And when they came home, they could see this song and hear the song in the club. And so they went back and was like, oh, okay, we'll lean with it, rock with it. And then we came back with, well, Shake Your Laffy Taffy. And that kind of ended the conversation. Laffy Taffy,
That was it. That was it. And these drop a song and then go 3 times platinum, it's over.
That's it.
Just give it up.
The conversation over with. That's why everybody be like, who won the conversation? And I'm like, shit, we sold 3 million copies, they sold 1.
Look, we got a lot. This is what I mean by the history. I did my research. I know who I'm talking to. So you guys were signed with D Money Entertainment first, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you got the collaboration with Asylum, right?
Yeah, we had a situation with Asylum, and then we got bumped up to Warner Brothers once the song took off.
Yeah, because Warner came in the mid 2000s and said, "Give me that everything." They took everything. Yeah. Okay, so you got Bet You Can't Do It Like Me out. Franchise Boys is on the road.
Yeah,
right? Doing the White Tee joint.
Yeah.
Now, I did my research. I told you I did my research. The initial White Tee video that came out.
Yeah.
Was not the initial White Tee video that's out. Get what I'm saying? Okay. So I want to keep everybody up with us. Okay, so Fabo, D4L, they released Bet You Can't Do It Like Me in the streets of Atlanta. This is after I'm doing the Money remix with the Franchise Boys, right? Franchise.
Yeah.
Okay, so they released Bet You Can't Do It Like Me. It's taken off in the streets. White Tee come out. Franchise Boys hit the road with So Def. I believe that's what it was signed to. Okay, and then you guys are looking at them on TV like, what the hell? That's supposed to be us,
Fact.
So now you said, oh, well, since you're doing this dance, which was the Snap dance that you guys know is Lean With It, Rock With It, you guys back with the Bet You Can't Do It Like Me, correct?
But the Bet You Can't Do It Like Me was out first. That's what we're telling people, because we didn't have a deal. They thought that Franchise came out with Lean With It, Rock With It first. And so everybody was thinking that the Lean With It, Rock With It was the first song, but they didn't know us until Laffy Taffy.
Right.
And so, but if the streets of Atlanta know that the Bet You Can't Do It Like Me was a response to them re-recording the White Tee video.
White Tee video, that's where we going. So the first video was done in Bowen Homes, correct?
Yeah, before they got their deal.
Before they got their deal. It was done in Bowen Homes.
Yeah.
They get this new video with all these people, this crowd, and they all playing with it, rock with it in it. Now, did they come back to the streets of Atlanta and seen the traction that Bet You Can't Do It Like Me had and then went redid the video? Was that what happened?
That's exactly what happened. They was on the road and I guess, people telling them, yo, they got this song, they talking about y'all or whatever, boom, boom, boom. And so when they come home, I mean, you can't do it. It's everywhere. Like, boom, it's everywhere. So what the first thing they did was re-recorded their video and stole the snap. You feel what I'm saying? Stole the dance. Okay. And so I felt like, wow, y'all gonna come back and re-record y'all video and try to act like y'all part of this movement or whatever. And so, I think that's what started off. But at the time, we just was young, man. Like we didn't know. Like we was attacking because we felt like we were supposed to be there with them, but we didn't know that when you get a deal, the label send you on a whole bunch of shows and stuff, and they giving you pre-dem for the road, and you know they couldn't take us with us because they couldn't take us with them because they was artists themselves. They get like $35 a day pre-dem,
right,
and all of that.
Right.
We can't take care of y'all, you know. And so, you know, we took that the wrong way. But I mean, you know, knowing what we know now, we shouldn't have, whatever. But you know, it was what it was at the time. Yeah.
Because I remember. Now I'm gonna give you a little background on me, right? So I was probably a kid I was in middle school at the time. I was in like 8th grade when you guys was rocking. Okay.
Yeah.
Like in 8th grade, and I remember we used to have these lunchroom arguments that turned violent.
Yeah.
I got put out of school a couple of weeks for these arguments that we used to have about who started the snap movement, right?
Yeah.
Who started the lean with it, rock with it dance.
Yeah.
And I will always side with you. Now we're gonna get into that later. I will always side with D4L. D4L started it, and I don't know why, but we're gonna get into that later. But
because franchise was already out. That's the thing. They was already out.
Now, the first time I seen you guys was the Bet You Can't Do It Like Me video.
Yeah.
Okay. That was, and it's weird how it came up because YouTube was just like really getting started, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just, you know, being the normal kid on YouTube. I see this guy in these white glasses with these yellow Dickie shorts. Now, look. With the black Dickie Jordan.
Yeah.
This guy, he lifting his leg up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
But it was also cool to me, like, oh yeah, I'm about to, you know, because we gotta be the kid. Cool kid. So it was dope, man. All right, so Bet You Can't Do It Like Me come out. You guys are smoking the streets of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you get to Laffy Taffy after Lean With It, Rock With It's released. You released this fucking mega astronomical Deontay Wilder haymaker punch of a fucking record that just blows the country away.
We had the bubblegum. We had the bubblegum in the street too.
Bubblegum was in the street.
Yeah. And they had the, what's happening?
Hold up. I want to say Bobblehead was in the street too.
Yeah, Bobblehead was in the street too.
Bobblehead was in the street too. And
see, they were just underground hits though. Like they was just underground hits. And when D4L jumped on, Stuntman jumped on the Bubblegum song, and that shit just took off.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we had a couple of classics. I think, you know, for anybody who was on the outside looking in, they would have thought, you know, that we was a whole clique. You know, they wouldn't have known that we was separate. Like St. Franchise and D4L was separate at first. But then that was a clear separation before the Laffy Taffy came. You know, the blogs and everybody was talking about it about that time. And so I felt like, just like you said, I felt like the knockout punch was the Laffy Taffy. We was in the clubs, we performing Bitch Can't Do It Like Me. And we thought that Do It Like Me Baby was gonna be our single. You know? And that's what we think, like Do It Like Me Baby about to be the single. And so we was getting ready for video. Yeah. We thought that was gonna be the single, but when we got in the club, it was like doom, doom, doom. Like everybody, as soon as they hear it come on, it was like, yo, what's that song? And we weren't even performing it to be performing it like for, it's like, I think we started performing it because we had to have a lot of songs that we perform on the show. When they booked you, got to perform more than your one song. And so they was booking us for Bitch Can't Do It Like Me. But by the end of the night, every show, people was talking about the Laffy Taffy. And so that's how the song just came and took over. Like,
wow. Who produced that for you guys?
That was a K-Rap. So if I want to credit anybody, any one person with creating the snap movement, it would just be the niggas who doing the beats, really, because until the track get laid down, so K-Rap, I would say K-Rap and DJ Pooh, you know, DJ Pooh was the one that did the Bitch Can't Do It Like Me track. So I would say I would credit one person you know, it would be DJ Pooh, you know. But before that, I had the Pool Palace track, so I couldn't just give him the credit for coming up with the snap movement because I had the welcome to the Libra, where it goes down. And in that song, I put the snaps in there. Go on, do it for me. Go on, do it for me.
Yeah.
So that would be what I would credit as the very first snap song. That song is made for the club. But the world wouldn't credit that as the first snap song because they didn't know it. Like, it was just for Atlanta, just for Club Libra, just for the Pool Palace. So I would say for Like Me was the first snap song.
That's legendary, bro. That's legendary. So okay. Yeah, because I gotta get this together. So I was talking to my wife. I said, hey, she didn't know Shawty Low was with you guys. She thought Shawty Low.
Shawty.
It's Shawty. R.I.P. Elo. She thought Elo was just a whole separate artist. And we was watching your videos the other day, the Bitch Can't Do It Like Me video. Yeah. When he's sitting in the truck and he said, I'm low. Yeah, just got out. I said, babe, that's Shawty right there. So what was Shawty Low involvement with D4L, and how did he help you guys get to, you know, where you guys went?
Shawty Low was the general. He was everything. I mean, he was the reason why we was there. He built the studio. He put everything together. And originally, people, you know, he was in the group, you know, because everybody looking at D4L, just us three as the group. But before I came, Low had this already together. Like, I was like a draft pick. Like, D4L was already D4L. Like, you knew them. Like, in the club, you knew him on the block. Like, you know, I wanted to be down. You feel what I'm saying? And so Low was everything to us, man. Like, Low was the reason why. He was the reason he was the reason being, you know, everything that we was trying to get accomplished, he had in his head. Like, he knew, I'm gonna be at the studio. We gotta go here, we gotta do this. I'm gonna go to the radio station. I gotta go get such and such playing the song. I gotta get Greg Street playing the song. He had a vision, like he already knew when Low got out of jail, bro, and just hit the ground running. Like, got killed.
He got out of jail, right?
Like, 04. Yeah, he based, huh?
He got out of jail 03 or 04?
04. It was in 04. Okay. Yeah, but he went right back and then he didn't get out again to 06.
Yeah, right.
You know. Yeah.
Hello,
so
man.
By the time 2006 rolled around, we had we was getting the album done and all of that stuff. Low, when Low got out, we did the Bitch Can't Do It Like Me video, and that's when things started to take off.
Okay, so LO's out, your group is taking off, y'all sell 3 fucking million copies worldwide. This song is a fucking monster. Yeah. Who was the first DJ to play your record? Where was the first person, you know, even dating back to Bitch Can't Do It Like Me? Who was the first person in Atlanta to play your record on that box, man? Who was that first DJ?
I would think DJ Cloud was the first one to start playing the Laffy Taffy, but I would say T-Rock was the first one to start playing all snap music, period.
Right.
DJ T-Rock at the pool. He was the first one to start playing. And whoever was DJ in that Club Libra, I have no idea. I can't remember who was DJ in that Club Libra. But I would say those 2 DJs was the ones that really, because you had, OJ the Juice Man was over there with me every day. So that's what Gucci started coming over there with Low. So that's what kind of bridged the gap between the Pool Palace and Libra. That's what made me make the Libra song. Like, I hadn't been to the Libra but a few times, but we had so much fun at the Libra. I switched the Pool Palace song into the Libra song because that's what we was going after that. And so I would say DJ T-Rock is the first one to play the snap music, period. But first person to play Laffy Taffy was DJ Cloud.
Okay, that's dope. So, you know, you in my book, you're inked in as a legend. You're a legend. You're a legend. Like, fuck what anybody talk about, you're a legend. I wanna move to when Fabo started to become that legend, that self-branch legend. One of the first songs I heard you do myself, by yourself, it was just Fabo.
Yeah.
Was Scotty calling me?
Yeah.
And holy shit. What the
Starting to see spaceships on Bankhead.
Oh my God, dude. That's when I knew you was a star. I said, this dude's he's a fucking star, man. He's a star. But here's where it comes together at. You get Jeezy to do a remix of it.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I mean, the song was so, you got to think that I'm in the group D4L, but I'm on the road performing, because like I said, I keep telling people we was all solo artists. Everybody looking at us like a group. That's what I was saying the last time. They was all, you know, D4L. So you got to think the whole time, you know, I'm trying to be Fabo. So when I go to jail and get out, the bitch can't do it like me had jumped off. So, you know, we just put the group, you know, we put the group together as the 3 or 4 guys that you see. But that's because we was the ones on that song. You see what I'm saying? You still had Resky, you still had Lil Mark, you still had Dubread, you had Dubread, you had Baby Girl. You know, there's still people that didn't, you know, make the cut. You feel what I'm saying? So we was, you can still see me doing that solo stuff at that time. And I had Shawty, you know, while we was just kind of putting it together, I was already kind of performing Shawty in the club. Like people already kind of knew that song. So when when we became a group, whatever, I went back in and re-recorded Shawty the way you hear it now with the geeked up. Yeah. That was not originally on the song. And everybody in the Bankhead were mad at me when I did that. Like everybody knew the song. Like it was like already one of those songs that everybody knew. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So when I went in and when I got with D4L and I changed it, everybody like, man, why you change the song like this? So I was already going through hell about that. But the song made the album. And once the group started having issues, I was already performing everywhere. Like, you got to think that like my life, I was performing everywhere already. And so I just went back on the road with Shawty. That's why I did never have a video. But Jeezy them in the street at this time going crazy. So if you go to the club, but all you hearing is Shawty though. You know, all you hearing is Shawty. So when I got when they hit me up and sent me the verse, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm just as shocked as you is. And Fabo, I got you, nigga. Read this. And he's like, you ain't got to give me nothing for this. I was like, oh, shit. You know, and the rest is, you know, the rest is history, man. That was dope. Jeezy jumped right on his own.
That motherfucking verse is legendary in the club, man. When he come on, I'm higher than the motherfucker right now. I shoot a nigga right now. Oh my God. Dude, like, I remember because I was just getting into becoming a DJ. So as a DJ, a lot of us, we start with the new music and we work our way backwards. I started with what was out at the time. So we're talking about 09, 08, 09, going into so I started out with all the new music, right? And you probably get me for this one. LimeWire was out. Okay? What's this one? LimeWire. And I see this Fabo featuring Jeezy Geeked Up remix. And I'm like, okay, let's listen to this. And dude, when I heard that dude come on and then the snaps that was in the beginning of it, and he had remix, I said, oh shit, this is it. This is it right here. This was
that shit is nice right to this day, man. Like, it don't make no difference what club you went in Atlanta at 12 or 1 o'clock. That's Shawty coming on.
Right. And so I was going to ask you that. Do you ever get amazed when you go into clubs and you hear them playing your record and you see the reaction from do you still get that amazing feeling?
Man, I'm still amazed, you know, that, you know, I made it this far, dude. Like, man, my shit was in the dirt, dude. Like, people don't understand. Like, before this jumped off, like, man, I'm on full industrial just walking. Like, you know, I got my little squad with me and we was trying to get it. Like, you know, well, it would have been hard to walk off, boy, if I would have caught you down there on, you know, pulling it right before this stuff jumped off. And, you know, just to be where I'm at now. Somebody called me lame the other day and I was like, thank you. I guess I did my job. And they both lame as hell. I was standing right there too. I was like, man, that nigga lame as hell. And I look over there at him. I was like, thank you. I'm doing my job. Because I think that's where we all working to get to. We're working to get to, you know, the point where you can sit down and you can go to work every day and come home and just take care of your family. And I think, you know, a lot of cats in the street, you know, they don't get the luxury of sitting down, you know, at home in the evening time. It's like, you out there trapping all day, every day. It ain't it ain't no break. You feel what I'm saying? And so to finally get a break in life where you can sit down with your kids and stuff like that, yeah, I like being lame.
Right. So and that's what we heading towards, man. You took off, right? You took a nice little hiatus.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah.
I want to say about 10 years, right?
Yeah.
About 10 years you was gone? Okay.
Yeah.
You went overseas.
Yeah.
Okay. If I know Fabo well, Fabo love to have him some women from overseas. We ain't gonna talk about who the women is. But what was the country that you couldn't just deny it? It was just some bad women there, and Fabo had this.
No. I mean, you got beautiful women everywhere you go, man. Everybody got a selection, and so that's just all I say about that, But everywhere
take it a little bit further. Take it a little bit further.
Everywhere you go, you're gonna run into some beautiful people, like, and everybody's different. Like if you go to, Kuwait, something like that, they get an allowance from the government because of the oil and stuff like that. So whereas over here, we thinking about what minimum wage is going to be. Right. These people don't have to worry about that. So that's why I say, like, so you got to think that's a whole nother way of life when you over there. But believe it or not, when you get off at the airport, there's people trying to rush and help you with your bags and this, that, and that. So you would think that, they content, but it's not. That's not the case. You feel what I'm saying? You still got a lot of people that ain't got no money, even though they're giving out checks. So it just, societies run different. Like, so the women, like in these places, don't even show themselves. Like, they covered from head to toe. Like their ankles is like the only thing showing, something like that. So it's that's why I say it's different. Like it's depending on what you want or what you're looking for. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, girl, your ankles look good. Like, so some places you won't be able to see the women like you think you're seeing them. So my point being, some places you go, you don't know what the women look like. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So how did you being overseas, and I know they're a little bit less fortunate than what we is in America, how did that change your perspective, on life?
Man, big. That's what I was just saying. Like, it's different culture. Like when you go places or whatever, you realize you can't do this, you can't do that. Like I was coming from a drug crazed environment, like meaning that, like where I was from on Bankhead, like I'm walking past sacks on the ground, straight shooters. I'm stepping on shit as I'm walking to school every day and all of that. And then you go to somewhere like Japan and you can't even say the word marijuana. You can't even say you'll get time in jail. So coming straight from that environment, drug crazed environment, to an environment where you can't even say the word. A lot of times I think that was eye opener too.
Oh wow. So Fabo comes back to America, and this is when I got excited. I seen you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And it was a different side of you that people was able to see. The funny side, the loving side. You will get my favorite line of 2018, 2019, and even 2020 was, "Come here." So,
come back here.
Come here.
Yeah, man, I started playing the Mortal Kombat a lot. And during that time, the pandemic hit. And so everybody had to go on lockdown. And what I did was I decided to take my stimulus check and give it away, And in doing that, I, raised funds from other places, and I started giving that away too. And I started taking donations and stuff like that to give it away. But I just thought it was fun, man, because, I'm able to, I know that the planes, the trains, the boats, everything is stopped. And so regular everyday dudes who used to trap in the street and stuff like that, they just don't have any money because it ain't no work coming in, nothing coming in. So what I decided to do, was give money directly to the people. Like it's always some organization or somebody saying, "Oh, I'm gonna give it back to the people. I need you guys to give me this so I can give it back to the people." And people come and donate all this stuff, but you never see where it goes. See, it could take it to his little cousin's house and just drop it off. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. In my case, that'll be good though, because But I wanted to make sure you seen me giving the money to people who actually need it. And instead of walking up with a camera and a hamburger, you know, you get a chance to look around their house to see they really need it. Some of these guys that's asking you for money, go leave off the corner, go jump in a Mercedes. Like they treat this like a job.
Right.
You,
Yeah.
$15, $16 an hour, you can make that standing at a stoplight. You know what I mean? And if you the whole week, you got a check. So, you know, I think my whole point was just to make sure you seen that the people, you know, who was getting the money, they needed.
Right. So I love that side of you. But another side that I just recently read up on, you got on TikTok. So I want to ask you about this because you're a dancer extraordinaire. Like, before we get into that, let's get into geek mode, right?
Yeah.
It's geek mode. What's geek mode? Let's get that cleared out the way. A lot of people ask, what the hell is geek mode? And then you look at a Fabo video on YouTube and he in full-fledged geek mode. What's geek mode?
It's just somewhere that I know nobody else could go. You feel me? It's like once I turn up to a whole nother level, it ain't no competition. You can go get your best dancers. You can go get who you want. Like, I'm flat out indestructible, like undefeatable. Like it's never gonna happen. Like,
how did you learn to dance so good?
I don't call it dancing. I call it geeking.
Geeking, okay.
So I don't know how to dance per se. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all day long. But by me not knowing how to dance, I'm just a hustler, dude. Like all of this came from the hustle. Like when the song blew up, I figured, you know, I had to do more with my dance that I was doing. And so I'm seeing people in the street, they mastering my shit. Like niggas don't start doing the shoulders with it. And so I was like, I gotta beef it up. So I started snapping. You know, and then I brought the leg thing into play. I was like, grab the tee and wipe the feet like me. And I'm at a show one day and I did it. I was like, wait, I could do this. And you know, that's how that came about. But I mean, I'm always constantly trying to reinvent myself. You feel me? I'm constantly trying to reinvent myself. And so that's where you get geek mode at. Like I turn it up to a whole nother level. Like, you know, like you might see this and you be like, oh, whoa, like, you know, like, but with me, I might bounce back, roll, stand on my toes and walk. Like, you know, I want to do more than the whoa.
Hey, I like it. All right. Shit, this boy Fabo can that's his asshole. All right, so let's get into that was funny, man. Let's get into all right, so geek mode, and then you get online and you see these kids doing these dances, man, on this platform, TikTok. Yeah. And I start to think like, damn, when we was coming up, man, we had Black Planet, MySpace.
Yeah. We didn't have all these different outlets to start.
These platforms that you didn't have. Hey, if we had these platforms, do you think Fabo would have been?
Yeah. Definitely.
The whole.
I definitely think, definitely think it took so long. It wouldn't have took so long for me to bust back into the game. But I had I just realized early on that, you know, if something ain't working, one thing ain't working, you got to do something else. And that was the reason for me turning on TikTok and turning on the other stuff, because I was putting music out and I just felt like, man, you know, they ain't paying attention to me or whatever. Maybe they forgot about me or whatever. And so, you know, I started turning on the TikTok and the Instagram lives and stuff like that. And I started dancing. And it's like, oh, this dude can still dance. I'm like, yeah, still. Like, I'm the truth. Like, you know, ain't nobody better, you know? And that's when you start seeing me challenging people. Like, I think the first thing I did on TikTok was like, I did the transformer move. I think I did the transformer move where I would say I'm transforming. And I was like, my one move against your every move. I was like, with no music. And I was challenging people like that. And nobody could do the thing I was doing. Nobody could do it. Like, nobody could do it. So I was like, they're not even trying that. And so that's when you started seeing me doing other stuff. And I was just basically trying to get people involved, engaged in what I was doing. But when I seen the little girl do the Renegade and stuff like that, was inspiring. I was inspiring. And so I just was like, okay, this TikTok thing, this could work.
Yeah, right. I think platforms like this is working for artists nowadays. How has social media worked for you? You know, with
social media Hey, yeah, social media is everything. Social media is everything. Everything. I mean, every day, you know, if you're trying to get to the next level, I would think that you have to be active on social media because your fans, it's like they got a direct connect to you. It's like if I want to talk to Fabo, I can just DM. He might respond. Like, you know, or if I'm live, somebody could say something to you right there, and you looking at it like, what you say? Like instantly. So social media is everything.
Right. A lot of the older guys, the vets in the game, they not too keen and fans of social media.
Yeah, yeah.
They feel as if it gives everyone a voice to say something. But my whole thing is that this is what's needed. This interaction with your fans to see you in the studio and say, "Hey, Fabo, I like that song, but can you put Lil Baby on that?" You know what I mean? You probably say like, "Damn, I didn't think Lil Baby probably be dope on this."
And that happens a lot. That definitely happens a lot. I can with my new song Again that I just put out. You know, y'all go check out that Again record that's on YouTube. You know, and with the new song or whatever, all in the comments. That's what you see. You should put such on this song. You should put such on this song. So your fans are the one that makes it go.
Right. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
All right. So of course I want to get into where has Fabo been? I seen you on the Clubhouse app, but like you said, you got some new music coming out, man. What you got coming up for the people?
Right now we're working on the Jetpack with Beethoven and Rosart, and I'm with Digital Dope to get that done. And so that's what we're doing right now. The Jetpack. The video is going to be released and all of that. I think is it March 19th? I think everything is going to drop March 19th. But Again record and stuff like that. But like right now, man, just working on the Return of the Jedi, and that's basically it. That's the project I'm working on, Return of the Jedi. You know.
Hey, so, I heard that Return of the Jedi single, man.
Yeah, that's Star Wars.
That for you guys.
That's the Star Wars track. That's all my production. I did all of that myself.
So you hold on, wait. So you hold on, wait. This is crazy. So you are producing yourself now. You're actually on the
I'm actually sitting right here at my thing right now. Like,
oh man.
I'm sitting. Hey. Like as soon as this is over with, this is like my plan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm already.
Hey, did y'all realize the lemon tasty cake? That sets off the mood right there. You feel me? Like, gotta have one of them.
Gotta have one of them.
They ain't street official unless they got one of them with them in the studio. You feel me? Hey man, so one more thing I want to get into with you before we get up out of here, before we roll. What are some of your favorite Shawty Low memories, man? R.I.P. LO.
Oh man, I got so many, bro. Like, so I just tell you this, like, before I started hanging with them, like from afar, you can like see like everything he was doing. Like when I tell you, like he'll throw a basketball tournament and everybody from different neighborhoods coming to play each other. Like when you wouldn't even, and that's another reason why I think the group, you know, worked, because we from 5 different projects and we that fought with each other all the time. It's death involved in some of these situations. You see what I'm saying? And because of these tournaments that Low used to throw, we was able to communicate with each other. You feel what I'm saying? So I would say bridging the gap, man. That's one of the best things that I seen him do. And just being a people's person, like, man, we didn't even have to be rappers. Like, this man already had on jewelry and stuff. So everywhere we went, people was thinking like he was a rapper already. You see what I'm saying? Oh, he already was some type of rapper or some type of superstar. So, you know, having that appeal, I was like, you know, that was the best thing. Being with Low, you already felt like a star before the stardom even came. So I think that's the best memory. Everywhere you at, you already a star. Like, cause this nigga got big things on. He already worked for that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, being around him every day was an experience, dude. Like, it was always new. Hey, let's go here. What y'all want to do today? Let's go over here. Like he just always wanted to do something. Let's get Whitewater, this, that, and other. Like he never wanted to sit down. So every day was an experience. It was always something new.
Right. So let me ask you this: who from the new generation you rocking with? Who's on your playlist right now?
Oh man, everybody. The Baby, Lil Baby. I mean Gunna. I mean Lil Keed, Lil Got It. I mean I can go on and
oh man.
Yeah, right now, Nicole G. I don't know if you know Cole G. He got a song called "Everything Higher," higher, higher. Like that's like I see him coming right now. So
He's out of Atlanta?
Yeah, Cole G. Yeah. And so I got a few artists that I'm working with too, like Sage Calzoon. I got PL Rod that I'm working with. You know, so yeah, I got Nature, RIV Nature, that I'm working with right now. So you know, that's my little brother. So yeah, man, it's just, you know, it's work, just period.
I like it, and I love it, dude. Hey, so real quick, we're gonna give. I want you to just let people know where they can find you at, where they can find your music at, where they can find. They need to find Fabo. Where the hell is Fabo? Where Fabo at, man?
Yeah, you can come to geekcity.com, GIKCITY, and find all things Fabo. But I'm most frequented by Instagram. You know, I am Fabo. You know, I'm most frequented on Instagram. I mean, I stay on my Instagram all the time, whether I'm live, whether I'm talking junk, whether I'm starting stuff with people, because I am a little shit starter. You know. I like to be.
I've been in a couple of them lives and was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I think a lot of people, you know, they see, you know, that Fabo who they think, you know, is in the Laffy Taffy videos and all of that stuff. And when they come to my live and I click them in, they be like, what's that? You know, and they like, oh, okay. Oh, and your whole conversation got to be different. And the first thing come out of me, fuck you. Like, yeah, you thought I was a freak pic, didn't you? And then you can't handle the conversation. Yeah. So I think that's the situation with a lot of people who I got into it with. I'm still getting into it with. And it's going to always be the situation because you should never judge a book by its cover.
Yes, sir. What you doing All-Star Weekend? I'm down in Atlanta.
Oh, we everywhere. We everywhere, man. No, it's the city, man. I'm the mayor.
I tap in. We got to make this happen. I need to be in Geek City. You feel me? You feel me? I'm coming to Geek City.
When you hit the city, man, you just hit me up, you know.
Yes, sir. Hey, look, I know I'm gonna be down south, man. I love Riverdale for whatever reason. It's beautiful in Riverdale.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be down south, but I work my way back to the west side, best side. You feel me?
Yeah, that's we on the south side too. So when you get here, just hit me, and we'll pop it. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Fabo, I love you, man. I appreciate you, my brother. You've had a long career and more and blessings to you, man, on the future to come. I think that, look, if y'all don't know, y'all better find the fuck out. Go to geekcity.com and find out. Go to his Instagram and find out. He got music on the way. 15 years in the game?
Yeah, now 25 years. It's 25.
25?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Y'all better go find out, man. That shit just made me start sweating, man. That 25?
Yeah, 25 years. It's been a while.
You don't feel old, dude? You don't feel like when you find these young kids, like...
I started young, though, so I was fresh out of high school, so, you know, I started young. And I think a lot of people, when they see, you know, D4L, I was young. And so they're like, you know, they be thinking I'm old as hell. I be like, man, I was young. Like, I ain't that old. I just started so young that you would think that, you know, I'm a lot older than what I am, but I'm not. You know, I'm still a kid.
Congratulations. A lot of people don't get to see that. Hey, man, as always, I appreciate you. I love you, my brother. I'm going to tap in with you when I'm in the A-Town, man. We're going to link up.
No problem, bro. It's all good hit, but I definitely appreciate you checking.
What you say?
I said, I definitely appreciate you checking in with me.
Always, man. Come back to the Hitbwoy show. Matter of fact, we're going to come down to Atlanta and shoot one, man. So we're going to tap in.
When you get hit me up, bro. You already know it's love.
Already. Hey, this is the Hitbwoy show. I'm your host, DJ Hitbwoy. That's my brother.
Oh!
Bye-bye! Hey, love you, boy. Be easy. Peace.
All right, brother.